Hey, Jack here with Two Brothers Adventures out in the Sonoran Desert. It's a little bit cold. It's rainy about a week ago, so the ground's a little bit moist. It's a little bit windy, so if you hear a little bit of wind on the camera, sorry about that. Brought the kids out here. Just going to build a fire and just enjoy the outdoors a little bit, practice some of our skills. We're not experts at this, so we need as much practice as anybody. What I've done is I've got out of my little fire kit here. This is my bigger fire kit that I carry in my bigger pack when we come out like this. Not something that I would hike with or anything like that, but I have an old makeup case, sample makeup case that my wife gave me, and I have a couple of petroleum jelly saturated cotton balls in there. So I've taken one of the cotton balls out and put on a little flat stone in here, and I'm going to get that started with the blast match. I've got some tinder here to go on to it. I'm going to start it with a little bit bigger tinder. I didn't bother to go around and collect up a bunch of little small stuff, since this burns really well, and it'll get this going. It'll just take a little bit of more time to work on that, but it'll be easier to see the blast match and how this petroleum jelly cotton ball works. So I'm going to go ahead and strike this up, see if we can get her going here. As you see, that starts pretty good, and now this is going to burn for quite a long time, so it gives me plenty of time to get some sticks going here. So if you wanted to spend the time to, look around and get some smaller tinder, this would be easier and faster, but this works too just as well sometimes when you're a little bit lazy like today. We're just out here messing around. It's not a survival situation. It's not, anything like that. So just gonna let that get those going. As you see here, we've dug a little pit down in the sand. We like to do this out here for several reasons. First of all, it blocks the wind a little bit. Second of all, it gives us a good bed of coals, keeps them contained. And then also we can just push the sand in over them when we go to leave. And you see the sand is all moist. It'll really help to smother the fire and protect our desert out here. And we don't want any wildfires. We want to be able to come out here for years to come. So as you see, that cotton ball burns pretty good. Those sticks aren't really even catching yet too much. They're a little damp, so they're drying out, but that cotton ball burns for a good long time. Gives you plenty of chance to get your tinder on, maybe dry out a little bit of tinder if you need to. If it's a little bit damp like this. But what we like to do, and like I say, we're not experts at this, but what we like to do too when we come out like this is try different things. If you're injured or if you're sick or hurt, there's a helicopter flying over, so hopefully you can hear me over that. They do a lot of Apache testing out here in the desert where we're at, a little bit northeast of Phoenix here. So that's our military chopper flying over. But what we like to do is try different things like this. Maybe there's no tinder to be had. Maybe you're, injured and down, and you can only crawl or reach a certain amount of space. You happen to have your little kit with you, but you can't find the most optimum, amount of small tinder or anything like that. So sometimes we like to just try different things like this and see if it works without, finding the smaller, fluffier tinder or stuff like that. And as you see, this is working fine. We're going to have no problems getting us a fire going here. The Vaseline or petroleum jelly cotton balls are excellent. That's just one that I spread out on that flat rock. One strike with the blast match. That little tiny thing, I think there's 3 of them that I smashed in there. They compact. You just have to fluff them out a little bit. Excellent. They're cheap. They work. And we're going to get this fire going and get a little bit warmed up here. It's a little bit chilly out here, as chilly as the Arizona desert can be, which is pretty chilly at night. And then we might try some other things, and maybe we'll throw a couple of videos up on some things that we decide to maybe test some skills once we get the fire going in a bed of coals. So this is Jack. My brother's behind the camera there. Get out in the desert or get out in the wilderness near you and try some things, learn some things. We're always learning. We're always out here just testing things for ourselves and seeing what we can figure out that works. Anyways, thanks for watching.